Hi, Dr. Brian here. I'm here with...
Barbara Callan, International Intuitive Consultant.
And you consult around the world?
I consult around the world to people everywhere and in any time zone. As long as I can find you, I can connect with you.
You need an internet?
I don't always need an internet to connect. I just need a name. That's all I need.
Okay, because
Energy's not bound by time or space.
That's very true. And we live in an ocean of motion, according to Bob Proctor, which is the concept of vibration. So this week, your guest blog talks about your energy price, which I don't think is your gas price or electricity price, but actually, what price do you put on yourself? Is that what you're thinking?
That's exactly right. So the idea that we draw around us people and situations that match where we are vibrating. And in this time right now where everything is expanding and even the Schumann resonance of the earth has increased, has gone up. So we're all in a kind of ascension process. And that may mean that people do this at varying speeds. So you might be charging ahead and your friends may be still operating at a different level. Now there comes a point where it becomes uncomfortable to keep bending down to connect in with them, or it might just even be boring. And similarly for them, it becomes uncomfortable to spend too much time with you because you're too stretching for them. So this is an idea that it's like people self-select out of your life, and you're probably noticing this at the moment, that people are dropping away, or you don't feel so comfortable with people anymore, and just know that that's okay. That's sort of a thing at this time. It's nothing bad.
No, and I guess it's recognising that we're all different.
Yeah.
And we do, like an orchestra, we have ranges, and we can together as a community we create a sound, a frequency. But there are always those people that are leading the change and the rest of us follow. So I guess identifying where you're at and feeling comfortable with it, I guess, is
I think
key.
that's exactly it. And not compromising yourself. So not feeling that you have to shrink in order to fit in with somebody else. Because we're not doing that.
Well,
there's no time.
I do think that the difficulty for a lot of people is inside families and households where we're moving at different paces. And we still want to stay connected, and so when your siblings or other members of your intimates and family are actually, you can feel, are not on the same, if like, pathway. They're moving at a slower pace, or maybe they're just they're digging their heels in to stay still, and you'd like them to come with, but it's hard. So I think that's probably the biggest challenge for people.
I agree, and then there again, I'd be looking for what kind of tools do I have? Have I got meditation? What kind of things are going to hold my space? So I need to be uncompromised. What's going to hold me in my space? So then I can quite easily interact with other people, not fall into their space, not judge them, just everybody's where they're at, and we can all move along quite nicely together, but nobody's compromised their energy, and I think that's a really important point.
Yeah, I think so. I feel the idea of being able to stay on the life raft as you reach to help others, and other people might enjoy being with someone who's continually positive. They might seek that.
Yeah.
And you don't help them by dropping down into misery with them. Misery loves company. You might do better to stay upbeat and positive, because that will help lift them.
Yeah.
And they'll need to lift to stay in a conversation with you.
Absolutely.
So that's probably the biggest help you can give.
Yeah.
So is there any way that people can help judge, sort of assess themselves as to whether they're sort of, where they are in this process of upgrading? Because there is biblically talking about this concept of awakening and moving and transition.
Yeah.
So it is happening. And can we assess ourselves? Are there any sort of tools that people can use to judge where they're at and how they might change?
Well, I don't know of an instrument, but...
there's no app for your phone at the moment.
I don't think there's any app currently, but I would just say it comes back to how you feel physically. So yes, there's a health and wellness, but also you might say, how quickly do I process through a cold? How comfortable is my physical body? And how do I feel when I'm around certain people? Because people who are not a fit for you energetically, you may come away from them and feel drained. Whereas somebody who is good company for you, you will come away and you'll feel great. You'll feel uplifted. You'll feel like you've been really met and held. So I think just be guided by how you feel. And so just holding that beautiful positive energy is really that's the thing that I would go for.
I think there's something sort of allied that I've heard a lot in the coaching groups that I've worked with, is that we become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with, which is an energetic, broadly energetic, but it's also a competence. So, if you're the worst tennis player, you might edge into the good tennis players group, but they'll eventually find a way to drop you because you hold them back. And if you're the best tennis player, you'll look for someone else to play a good challenging game with rather than play with the ball droppers and the line ball people and the netball people. So I think it happens all through life, and this is just another demonstration of finding the people that are a fit and realising that you will gravitate to people that you feel in tune with, whether it's at the gym lifting weight or your walking group or your meditation circle.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So follow Barb the International. There's a link on this blog to go to her website and you can arrange a consult, and she has resources that you can download, like meditations, etc.
Absolutely.
And she does have a free meditation group on a Monday morning at
6 a.m.
6 a.m. Australian time.
I'd love you to come and join that. There's about 110 people in there from all over the world. We meditate with intention every Monday morning at 6 a.m. and then at 6:30, by 6:30 the recording is up. So because people are in different time zones, it's kind of like a community. We're in a WhatsApp group, and so that's where the recording goes. It's a Zoom link, and it's lovely to see all the comments come back. Like of the last full moon, there were lots of pictures of people's full moons in Florida, in Tasmania, like wherever people were. And it's just, this is community, and we also do some planetary healing as well.
Very good. So free to join, and as mentioned, the sessions are recorded, so should snooze take over and you miss it, you can listen to it later. And I know a number of people in the group do actually click in later in the day.
They do.
Or later in the week.
Yeah.
So more good stuff. So let's make it a better world one at a time.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. All the best.
Thank